Just love you and we appreciate you. The young man back here playing the bass guitar, he's just one of the finest Christian young guys you're ever going to meet anywhere. I grew up knowing this guy all my life. I mean, he only lived 3 miles away from me. We went through 12 grades of school together. Of course, the only reason why he made it, he cheated off all my papers, but he did pretty good. We were out in Oklahoma City not too long ago. We was right down in the middle of Oklahoma City, about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. We were singing there at the Civic Coliseum, and I was trying to find a place to pull the bus over, going up all those one-way streets, and I was going up some wrong ways on them one-way streets too. And I was trying to find a place to pull the bus over, and I kept hearing somebody run up the aisle of the bus. And we got a little mirror up there, and I flipped it down. It was Eddie, and he jumped down beside of me. He said, "Slow down, slow down, slow down." I said, "Eddie, what in the world is wrong with you?" He said, "Slow down." I said, "Why?" He said, "There's a policeman behind us." I said, "Eddie, I'm only doing 10 miles an hour right down here in the middle of town." He said, "Oh, I know that." I said, "Eddie," I said, "what in the world is wrong with you?" He said, "Well, wherever there's a policeman, there's always a donut shop nearby." How about a nice hand for our bass player, Mr. Eddie DeBoer? This little guy back here, he's standing behind me, so I know there's no way you can see him, so we're going to show him up right here. He is 19 years old. He's been called to preach ever since he was 13 years old. He's just a great guy. Everywhere we go, people always come up and they say, "That little boy looks just like Tom Cruise." I don't know about that. The first time I ever looked at him, I thought he looked like Gomer Pyle myself. But I tell you what we want you to do. He's got a little briefcase back here. He's got harmonicas and shakers and tambourines. He's got a rhythm guitar back there. Every night he goes to bed practicing on one of those harmonicas. His bunk is above me, so every night I go to bed feeling like one of the Sons of the Pioneers or something. But he's worked up a couple of songs here that we had completely forgotten about. He said he wanted to play on this video, so I'll tell you what I want you to do. I want you to grab that harmonica. I want you to get real serious and play your heart out for these folks. Now, while we were praying backstage there, everybody was praying, and I heard Kent say, "Lord, just don't let me get so excited that I swallow one of my harmonicas." I hope that don't happen, all right? But you do us a real good job. And if you enjoy him when he gets through, you let him know it. We hired him real cheap. Don't be giving him no ideas, all right? This young man over here playing this piano, he's been playing the piano now for almost 2 years with the Perrys. He just had a birthday. He turned 20 years old. He thinks he is a full-fledged adult. He is making progress. He doesn't sleep with his nightlight anymore, so we're real proud of him. He comes from Marion, Ohio. He is the Yankee of the entire bunch. He's the only Yankee we got. He's the only one we're going to need, I guarantee that. If you've never traveled with a Yankee, just praise the Lord for it every day you live. That's the only thing I can tell you. I tell you what I want to do, James. Now, when James, I'll never forget the very first night that he tried out for the Perrys. We were singing about 50 miles from his hometown in a place called Columbus, Ohio. And our piano player we had at the time was leaving to go back and farm on a 900-acre farm with his family. And we were just searching desperately for someone to play. Well, James came out that night, and after it was over, we were tearing down equipment. And he got to playing a little bit on the piano. And I was kind of just listening to him as we were tearing down. I thought, boy, he's pretty good. Well, after we got through, he had went out to the bus to talk to Randy, and I just completely forgot about it. Just went out of my mind. We was trying to get everything tore down. And I walked out to the bus getting ready to go, and he comes bouncing off the bus. I said, "Who in the world are you?" He said, "I'll probably be your next piano player." So that's what he said. That's exactly how he said it, too. I tell you what I want you to do. The song you played that night, I do remember it. And I remember him, he told Randy, he said, "Now you folks are very emotional." He said, "Y'all jump around and hoop and holler. And to be honest with you, sometimes they get jumping around. I have to be careful. I'm afraid I'll step on one of them sometime." But James told us, he said, I don't jump around and all that. He said, but I do get excited. And when I get it to show up, it just seems to flow through my hands. And he played this song that night, and I tell you what, Randy was talking about getting glory, getting cold chills. I got glory bumps so big you took a sleigh ride off of them that night. So, James, what I want you to do, the very first song you played, and I believe this right here will be just a blessing. It says, "It is well with my soul." How about a nice hand for Mr. James Fairchild?
Wait a minute. That's enough of that. I will tell you now, girls, he's single.
Probably always will be, too.
If you're looking for Yankee Doodle Dandy, that's him right over there. Now, girls, I'll also have to tell you that this little old harp player back here, he's single. If you're looking for if you're looking for somebody so skinny they ain't got but one stripe in their pajamas, that's him right back there. Of course, now it wouldn't be right for me not to tell you that the bass player is also single. If you're looking for the one who found the stripes the harp player ain't got. Apologize, dude. I'm sorry, big.